Welcome everybody, it's WildWest Stacker. I hope you're having a great day. And we're going to take a look at how you can spend these cool Goldbacks. Yes, that's right. Doesn't matter the state, New Hampshire, Utah, Wyoming, or Nevada. We're going to go through how you can spend these things here in the States, how you get change from it, and that whole process. So let's take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, big things are happening in the gold and silver world, specifically in the gold world. These gold coins like this Britannia have been around a while, thousands of years, but now we're coming out with this new stuff, the fractional gold called the Goldback. And yes, you can see there are different states coming out. We have New Hampshire, Utah, Nevada, and the most current release is Wyoming. These are some beautiful notes. They are 1/1000th of a troy ounce for the ones, and it is 24 karat gold. Now this currency is made by just sandwiching two layers of plastic essentially, and then the gold is in between. Pretty crazy, huh? As far as security, you have serial numbers right here, and in order to check to see if it's a legit Goldback, you just flip it over, and you should have the reverse number of the serial number. It's a negative image that bleeds through the back. And so these aren't going to be replicated because the machine to make these was over $5 million. That's kind of in the safety as well, but you cannot put this on like a testing machine, for instance a Sigma, because the gold is so thin that it won't be able to register the electronic resistance inside of that test. So the security of these is a little bit different. It's more of you're going off of the artwork and some trust, really. I mean, you could always put these in an XRF, an X-ray machine, and that would get you a result. But as we know, those machines are about $15,000. All right, so let's take a look at these beautiful fives. I mean, the 10 looks good, but I really like the blue background on all the fives. So the Wyoming has the cowgirl with the horse. There's the Utah. New Hampshire. What did I do with the Nevada one? Here we go. And Nevada. So all really beautiful. That's Sophia. Nevada looks good. I like her little helm she has on. All right, so I've been scouring the internet trying to find stories about how you spend these things, because the real purpose of this is to have a form of fractional gold that you can spend as a currency. I think when we all started buying these, I was getting them just as a collector. Because, you know, for the ones, they were a little over $3 a piece and went up in price from there. You get a discount, obviously, when you buy the bigger bills. But these ones are great to give out as gifts. All right, so I found a video. And let's just thank this local news station. I believe this is KLTV. And we're going to watch this real quick. And it's going to show us how these bills are being used as a currency. And I believe this was in Utah where this is going down. So let's take a watch.
From turkey to shopping, a new local currency is gaining traction in the pandemic.
A growing number of small businesses across the state now accept what's called Goldbacks. News specialist Matt Rascone reports on how the currency works and why more people are using it.
She wants the white marshmallow.
From the moment you find what you want.
And then we'll take a peanut butter chip.
There's typically no question.
You want to use your $5?
What comes next? But for a growing number of small businesses across the state, there's a new currency on the table.
I think we usually call it a complementary currency.
Jeremy Corden is the president of Goldback.
The gold is encased inside 2 layers of polymer,
protecting 1/1000th of an ounce of gold for payment.
The people that are worried about our currency losing value kind of look at Goldbacks as a backup.
And another reason to shop local.
We look at it as an insurance policy, basically.
We're going to see how it works. Okay, so someone comes in and they pull out these Goldbacks. So what do you guys do with that?
We have to know what they're trading for each day, and then they would typically give us more than what the value of the apple is.
On that day, one Goldback was worth over $3.
So I guess I would just give you 3 of these.
Right, and I'd give you about $287 back.
Since the start of the pandemic,
people are worried and they want to be ready.
Goldback can't make the currency fast enough.
It's like working at the toilet paper factory.
Corden says they're selling more than $1 million worth of Goldbacks a month.
It's not in the bank. You're holding the gold.
Touching the currency sealed the deal for Micah Turner.
Let's see here.
Who now accepts the Goldback as payment at his shop.
It's like a way better than Bitcoin kind of deal in my mind. I mean, if worse comes to worse, it's gold. Somebody will buy it.
Times the amount of gold in a 1 by 5, 10, 25, or 50.
So this is pretty revolutionary.
And the Goldback is large enough for a car repair and small enough to spend on what you want over the holidays. Matt Rascone, KSL 5 News.
Matt, thank you.
All right, wasn't that fun? So some interesting lessons learned there. First off, it looks like these bigger bills, like the 5s and the 10s, would be used for something more like a car repair, something a little bit more expensive. And that's probably just because these are worth more money in that fiat, right? And in the video, we saw them using actually ones, such as like this one Utah. And so obviously you would hand this in and then they would give you the change back depending on the exchange rate for that day. Now the biggest thing is they're using an exchange rate right on the Goldback website. And most of the time it's around like $3.60, 70 cents, something like that. Now if you're trying to buy the Goldbacks online, most of the retailers are in the $5 range or even more. So how do you get around that? I was watching the Goldback inventor and he said go to his website and then check out the retailers, and he says the top 3 usually sell them for under $4. And sure enough, Money Metals Exchange, you can go on there right now, and I believe it's the Nevada. Where's it at here? I think it's the Nevada. Shoot, now I can't remember which one it is. But I believe it's the Nevada ones are on sale for $3.65 a piece. You have to buy a minimum of 50 though to get that deal. And so that would be an instance where you can spend the money, even though you're paying a high premium, but you're not going to exchange it for, $2,000 for gold. No, you're exchanging this for that $3.60 whatever as a merchandise exchange. So all of a sudden the premiums on these are a little different than everybody thought. You're not taking these to the coin shop to get rid of. Isn't that a little different, guys? Kind of crazy, huh? All right, and now let's just talk about if you bought these and let's say you didn't like them. You're just like, hey, it was fun, but I'm not into this. Well, guess what? I believe one of their retailers, and I can't remember where it was located. I think it was in Vegas, but you can walk into the store and exchange these for cash. You can just get your money back, go back to that old dirty fiat currency, and just get out of the Goldback game. So I thought that was kind of cool that they at least offer that. They said if you wanted to do it online, I believe they charge a 5 or a 10% fee though. So definitely would stay away there. But we have seen how these are starting to become a type of currency. People are actually using them in Utah. I would say that state, since they were the first, has probably been the strongest as far as adoption rates. They have a list of, I believe, over 200 businesses that accept the Goldback. And it could be anything from car repairs to, you've seen like donut shops, cupcake shops, little mom and pop grocery stores, woodworking shops. It doesn't matter. Just any kind of small business seems to be taking these, just not the major corporations. All right, so we talked about the Goldbacks, but we got to bring up something a little bit different, and that is the Silverbacks. Now, these are brand new. They just came out, and it's really the same idea as the Goldback. It's just done with silver. So there's 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold, and the exact same 1/1000th of a troy ounce. You can see it down here. It's just silver. And these are collectors. These are not meant to actually be buying things with. You can see they have a serial number up there at the top, but they only made 100,000 of them. After that, they are done. So that'll bring me into my next point, and that is the safety of actually keeping these safe. And that means not bending them. Don't bend it like Beckham, folks. You have to keep these straight because it's just plastic in here. So if you crease this, fold it in your wallet per se, it's going to get a crack and break. And it'll happen pretty soon too. Now, as far as the Goldbacks go, if any become damaged, you can mail them in, and a Goldback will be sent to you that's equal value, but they cannot guarantee you'll get the same one. So I believe right now the Utahs, here we go, the Utahs are done being produced because they're working on like the Wyoming right now and the next state that comes out. So if you broke this Utah one, let's say you just accidentally ripped it in a transaction or something, you can mail it in, get a new one, but maybe they'll just send you a Wyoming. Who knows? It's still the same value, so I think that's kind of cool. It's a little bit of a safety feature. I mean, just don't be bending them, folks. I've seen a few of you out there doing that. And especially do not be bending the silverbacks. Remember, since these ones are limited edition, you will not get a replacement if you break these. So I'm going to try to find a special case I can hold these in just to kind of preserve them because I think they're really cool. I like the artwork. But again, this is a collectible. All right, we took a look at all these cool Goldbacks. And I bet you're wondering what's this little gift here. I just had to share my present to Mrs. Wild West for Christmas. Oh, look at that sun and moon. It is beautiful. And if you look on the outside, there's a different face all the way around the outside for each phase of the moon. Isn't that cool? And yeah, it is pure silver, guys. It's got some gold gilding on the outside, and it is a coin. Looks like it's a Republic de Cameroon. It's a 10-gram coin. I'm hoping she likes it, but I just had to share it with everybody here. All right. I better leave that out. This is just a beautiful piece, isn't it? Just all those cool moon phases on there. All right, I'm going to leave that out because I have to show up something really cool that the missus got me early for Christmas. Here it is. Oh, yeah, check it out. It's a die cast, which means it's metal, and it's a 2003 SVT Cobra, the Terminator. And I mean, this thing is sweet. Look at that. The hood lifts up. You can see the engine. Door opens. Even the hood open. I mean, the trunk, the boot. See, it says Cobra in the back there. And if you were paying attention to my videos, I have one of these Mustang Cobras. I traded it for my R6 motorcycle. Mine's red, but I really want to paint it a grabber blue like this. I've already got these exact chrome wheels on there. Ooh, wow, I am pretty stoked. Now, these were at Costco for only 16 bucks. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. We took a look about how these Goldbacks are actually being spent and the costs and where you can find them. I know that Money Metals Exchange is probably the best deal right now if you want some, but they only have those Nevadas for that price. Wow, really cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. This is the premiere train on Saturday mornings, and we would like to welcome our new member. We have Patriotic Stacker. He's going to try to join this crazy train and help us all out. So welcome him as a new member, and thanks so much, everybody. Now make sure you click the link in the chat. We're going to go on to Mrs. Coin Crew next. This is Wild West, saying everybody have a good one.